you, Lawrence. Emotional as always. Pamela, first thing I want to say is you look incredible. And the bridesmaids, swing, 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 swing. Okay, so I'm Nick, aka the Ginger Baby. Given the subject matter, my speech is a little bit ruder than everyone else's, so I apologise to anyone in advance who I offend. I want to say a big hello to all the Americans for coming over. I love you guys. I'm super honoured to be part of this special occasion. It's two people I love dearly. You've both been a huge part of my life in the last few years. We've shared some wonderful times. We've drunk more than our fair share of alcohol. And despite the fact we see each other every day, we never seem to know when the night should end. I've only known Lawrence, Lauro, Lorenzo, Lambon for a relatively short period of his life, but we've bonded over music, beer, burgers, sport, and women who do squats. A man who can down 2 pints before you've even had a sip and clear out this building with a single fart, or a terrible one-liner. He's the most hard-working, determined, dedicated guy I've ever met. To go along with that, he's extremely clever. In fact, when I started at Exodus, our CEO, Colin Manson, came over to me and he said, if there's one guy that you should listen to, it's him. And I would have done if I could have understood a fucking word he was saying. But he's a very genuine guy. He's very happy to tell you how it is. Or being the stoic man, he'll ignore you until you get the message you've been a dick. I think one thing we all love about Lawrence is his cheeky wit. And so with that in mind, I wanted to read a few of his, my favourite Facebook quotes. I can just imagine him sitting by himself, drunk, laughing to himself, reading these out. Okay, so the first few are all posts from Lawrence, and then we'll do some responses. Happy 4th of July, Americans. Enjoy beer from Germany, fireworks from China, TV from Scotland, Jameson's from Ireland, talking in English. I'm delighted lesbians all over America can now wed. I have long admired their cinematography. In relation to the recent Rugby World Cup, come on Ireland, remember, Canada gave us Celine Dion and Justin Bieber, no mercy. So here's a post from Stacy, all the way from America, about the Gay Pride Parade in Houston. A parade based on acceptance and pride, many men in little shorts, and a float blasting Jonas Brothers. My happy place. Lawrence's response? Sounds gay.
Thanks.
Last but not least, this one might be a little bit offensive. Hashtag yes all women would rather be texted about how smart or witty they are than how attractive they look. I hope. Lawrence, yeah, bitches love that shit. We all know Lawrence has been here once before and it didn't quite work out. The term mental patience brings to mind. So this time we went for a quiet, chilled homebody like Pam who always does what she's told. I've been lucky enough to witness their love grow, and it had to be someone very special to make Lawrence even think about going down this path again. He's a big softie at heart, and at the end of many a night has told me how that Pam is the girl of his dreams. Mm-hmm. I think one of the great things about their relationship is how entirely different they are. It's a dynamic that I've always found interesting. I've always quite wanted to be a fly on the wall in their house, and with that in mind, I've come up with what I think is a typical day in the life of Lambon. Most of this is based on true stories, by the way. Okay, so the day starts with Lawrence waking up at 3 a.m. for the big game between Liverpool and Grimsby Town. They make passionate love while Pamela sleeps. Pam eventually wakes up and shouts to Lawrence, "Where are you?" "I'm on the toilet reading the back of the Pantene Pro V bottle." Pam comes downstairs, the door opens, and she immediately passes out from the smell. They head out to the cinema, and on the drive, Lawrence runs over 3 pedestrians and shouts "feck" 800 times. While Pam searches, "What is a possum's favourite food?" on Google. She looks up from her phone. "Oh my God, only in America. Extra vagina." Only in America will they advertise plastic surgery on your private parts on a giant billboard. This distracts Lawrence from shouting at a small Asian woman in the car next to him. He looks up and says, "Pamela, it says extravaganza." At the cinema, Pam states within 30 seconds that this movie's frying my brain. That's because it's the adverts. Pam continues to speak over 10,000 words during the movie. Lawrence retorts, "Pamela, do you know what those sticky out things on the side of your head are for? Maybe you should pipe down and use them for once." During that regular educational part of the day, Lawrence teaches Pam about flatulence. And he explains that the reason his farts smell so bad is a combination of sleep bum, car bum, work bum, and food bum. So it's really not his fault. Okay, this one is offensive, so if anyone is going to be offended, please go serious. Walking to dinner, Pam spots a beautiful lady on the other side of the road. "Oh my God, Lawrence, did you see how pretty she is?" I said, Lawrence goes, "Did I see her? I just mentally jizzed in her face."
Woo! Yes!
At dinner, Lawrence orders a cheeseburger, followed by a steak with a side of macaroni cheese and fries. Pam orders a duck salad, substituting the duck for chicken and the salad for pasta. In the name of fuck, Pamela, sometimes you don't need to know if you need a shite or a haircut. During dinner, they get trolleyed on Pinot Noir and Savvy Bee. "Lawrence, why do you love me?" "Because you're kind, beautiful, and you'll make a great mother. And you have an arse that could crack a walnut." They get home extremely drunk and Pam goes off to dance to douche music. While Lawrence goes upstairs for a party for one with his guitar and another bottle of wine. He wakes up in the same position, still holding his guitar. Yeah. I'm going to touch on something that's been mentioned a lot of times, but I want to touch on 2 very special people that can't be here, Laura and Brendan. I never got the pleasure of meeting them both, but I know they must have been extremely sound to produce 2 people like you.
Yep.
I also know, one look at you girls and one look at Rab, she must have been a fucking babe. If they were here today, we'd be extremely proud and very happy we found each other. Let's raise a glass and enjoy this wedding extravaganza.
We love you. We miss you.